Black. Salute, and welcome. Welcome back to the Black Ocean. Now swimming deep in with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to cover this subject over here tonight. And before anybody that's watching live here, or if you catch this on the playback, if you're thinking, oh, I know where he's finna go with this. Nah, you might want to hold your horses. No, you don't, because I'm going to approach this from the standpoint that I approach everything from on my platform with the intent to teach a lesson. And, you know, let me say this too. And I want to give this, go ahead and say this to like any people that are up and coming content creators, et cetera, et cetera. I got a couple of emails from, you know, some young brothers and sisters that were trying to like, you know, they were basically inquiring about how to deal with people critiquing them, this, that, and the third. First and foremost, let me tell you this. If you feel like you have something to contribute, people going to critique whatever you put out in the public. That's the first thing, okay? You put anything on a public platform, people have the right to have their say. Now, if you don't have the thick skin enough to take or accept that critique, especially like whether it's constructive or negative, then, you know, hey, you might want to reconsider what you're doing. However, I will say this to the young brother. He was asking me, how do you deal with people that try to be slick with their disrespect in a passive aggressive way? And this is what I told him. And I'm telling everybody this. If somebody is calling themselves trying to passive aggressively disrespect you and insinuate things even without saying your name, don't worry about no individual like that, because that's a coward. At least that's how I was raised. See, I'm the type of person like, you know, and that's what I was telling the young brother. I said, if they're not man or woman enough to address you specifically or directly, then don't worry about it, man. I mean, look, I don't even take people like that serious, to be honest with you. They don't even make a blip on my radar, okay? And if you caught my last broadcast on Patreon, which Telemundo tried to issue a false flag in there, and we overturned that real quickly. It's up on Patreon now. The broadcast that we did as entitled Bosses Don't Beef, We Employ Haters. A lot of good game in that broadcast. So if you sign up in the Patreon over there in the paid member section, you will definitely have access to that. I might premiere that on the main channel in about a week or so. There's certain things on Patreon that I give to you all first over there. And then as a amount of time passes, I'll premiere it here on the channel. But, you know, I'm still debating where I'm going to put that one on there. But it's funny if you were over there when it aired, man. Listen, y'all, I ain't gonna even mention what's over there. You got to go see for yourself. We had a good time over there laughing at that. We did. It was a lot of good lessons talk, but we also had some laughter in it. All right. So dealing with tonight's subject matter, a couple of people were asking me, yeah, let me go ahead and take care of this too. And wow, let me see here, man. Boy, salute to my entire audience, man. I got to give it to y'all, bro. When people keep saying, talking about, man, people don't support black content creators and black media, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. If you providing something relevant to the people and they can rely on your information, I get plenty of support over here. So salute to it in my entire subscriber channel, even the haters, okay? Because y'all got a place too. I love you because, like I said, that Patreon broadcast, y'all will see exactly how you deal with haters. You go over there and check that out. Salute to the good sister Sakina Collins for the cash out. People already showing love. I ain't even got started cooking yet because we're going to cook over here. And let me say this. This is going to be something that I'm going to do this in a way where, you know, if you a black woman that's a single mother to a son, you're going to be able to learn something from this as well. You're going to see the direction I'm going with it. And I'm going to give you the flip side of the scenario for the ladies, okay? We going to cover it from all angles over here. And yes, to answer the question of the people that have been inquiring, I'm going to cover the fluke and fraud, a.k.a. Fresh and Fit debacle. Well, really, it's Fresh's debacle. You know, the one that looked like a little toad in the face. People have spoken on that. And what I usually do with certain topics, I don't jump on them right away. I try to wait to see, okay, is there a need for me to comment on it if everybody that's talking about it has covered all the bases? But if I see where there's some things that, you know, we're not really tapped in on, that's when I'll cover those things. So, yeah, I'm going to put that one together because that, man, let me say this about that situation right now, okay? To the brothers out here, and see, I already know that what I'm about to say regarding that Joker situation, the Fresh guy over there. This whole I didn't want to have kids or I don't want to have kids thing. Let me tell you what the easiest fix for that is. And again, I know this is going to fall on deaf ears to the immature males that are grown physically, but they're not grown in the mind as far as maturity. If that's your situation, you got a couple of options. You can make sure you wear a condom every time that you have sex with a woman. Okay, that's the first one. And I'm going to explain why that's on you. Okay. Second option, hey, if you're not ready to have no kids, you know, and this is the best one, because even condoms sometimes break, things do happen. But if you really just don't want no kids, well, then, brother, you're not really ready to be having any type of sex with nobody, even protected sex, because things do happen. Okay, now I can understand you want to make sure of the paternity of a child and make sure it's yours. I get that. It's in America. I understand that completely. But this whole, well, I didn't want to be a kid thing, so what are you going to do? No, Junior, Giblet. That's not how that works. Okay, because I'm going to go more into detail on that. And see, let me go ahead and touch on this now. When it comes to, like I said, that's your responsibility as a man to make sure that you're using protection, what have you. You don't rely on women to do that. You don't. Because that's your future that you're dealing with. And if you're just trying to get your rocks off and you can't see yourself having a future with that woman, then let that just be that, okay? Be responsible enough to you take the lead on that. You don't rely on a woman using birth control, or you damn sure don't take no condoms from no woman. Don't do that. You be responsible for that. Okay, so now if you can let that go in one ear and not the other, then you're gonna be in Walter the Frog Face Weeks situation, aka Fresh, not so fresh. You'll be in his situation, look like a jackass. To the ladies, because, boy, when I do that broadcast, but I'm going to just briefly touch on this here today. To the ladies, let me say something, because she's Asian, Chinese, whatever the case. This situation, when I break it down, I'm going to do it from the standpoint of covering why that get the bag mindset don't always work in your favor. I'm talking about to do anything to get the bag mindset, including opening your legs to some game goofy jackass. That if you see, y'all, you know what? I'm gonna say that when I do that broadcast. Just know I'm gonna light that thing up in the way it needs to be lit up. Okay, so yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to it. Salute to the okay. Wait a minute. And is this Iris Peoples? And if this is a sister or brother, I don't know, but forgive me, let me know in the chat room. Salute to Iris People for the cash out, by the way, and salute to the brother Rashawn for the cash out. Man, see, I'll be telling y'all, man, if you want to be a content creator, you feel like you got something to contribute, just put out relevant information and the people will support you. They'll respect you, especially if you're an upstanding brother or sister. Okay, and they feel like they can gain something from your content. And this is just what I do. I'm not telling nobody else how to run their platform. But I'm just saying this in the context of the emails that I receive. Because I get a lot of emails. I try to respond back to everybody, me and my assistants, okay? But sometimes it's not always possible because I do other things besides, online content. But let me say this. Y'all notice that you rarely, really, I don't think I've ever said, hit the cash app. You know what I call it, the hit the cash app sign. Hit the cash app, hit the PayPal, hit the super chat. Y'all, the reason I'm doing that noise, y'all ever, like in the summertime, the little gnats to be around your ears. I just think that's annoying. I think that this is just my opinion. Again, I'm not telling nobody else what to do. Put your information either on the screen like I got up here in the banner or in the description box. And if people find what you're doing relevant, they will contribute. You don't have to hit the cash out. And see, let me give this admonition. Take it or leave it to any up and coming content creators and any established content creators. Y'all can take it or leave it as well. For me, anybody that is willing to contribute to my platforms and support me with their hard-earned dollar that they could keep in their pocket, that they don't have to spend with me, I'm not going to critique nobody on the amount you give. That's why I don't announce the amounts that people support. And trust me, y'all are very, very supportive over here. But I don't be like, because I ain't going to call no name, but I've seen some content creators, man, you could have kept that. I'm like, yeah, you look, let me tell you something. Especially with my people, I ain't speaking for nobody community but mine. If you ever hear a content creator say something like that, you take their advice. You be like, okay, you damn right. I will keep my hard-earned money. I don't care if it's 99 cents, $5, $50, whatever it is. You put that back in your pocket. You don't support nobody that's disrespectful enough to actually, the audacity of that. But like I said, dog, I'm gonna leave that alone. That's just my advice for up and coming content creators. Be humble, man. Be humble. Don't come into this looking down your nose at our people. Because if you do that, they're gonna give you what you give them. Okay. So my platform is run with respect. So for everybody that's got something to critique about how I run my platform, I got people talking about you be putting people names on the community tab. Yes, because I that's me. I'm gonna run mine the way I see fit. I appreciate my audience, and my audience show me nothing but respect. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, you don't like how I run mine? Well, tough titty New York City, you do you, and I'm going to do me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that we've gotten all the church announcements out the way, I'm gonna get into this. It's going to be kind of funny. We probably going to have some jokes here. Some men and women alike, feel free to make some jokes, but we're going to learn some serious lessons over here tonight because, nobody should be in this situation, okay? And nobody should, man. I mean, I get it. As far as on the brothers end of things, you see something nice, you got to have it. And on the women's end of things, you're like, oh, he's right, he's so cute. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to thinking with the wrong heads, so to speak. Self-control is a protection against a lot in life, okay? Because this is a bad situation to be in here. So before we get into it, I'm going to let you know right now, I'm going to make some people mad. I always do, because you can't please everybody. But we're going to do it in the spirit of love because I love you. And listen, brothers and sisters, I would play the clip for Brother Love, but WWE doesn't like when you do that. I am going to probably install the soundbite of it. And I'm going to play it. Yes, I will. I'm probably going to play it if we ever get trolls over here. And of course, we boot them right the hell on out. But I'm probably going to install it so that I can play it on their way out. Yes, I will. I'm thinking about that, ladies and gentlemen, because I love you. Oh, man. Hey, man, listen, I'm in a good mood, man. Hey, look, how's everybody doing in the chat room? Let me tap in with the fellas before we get started. Y'all good, man? Everybody doing all right over here? Everybody doing all right over here, okay? I was just tapping in. Let me know how y'all doing. Is everybody in the audience doing okay? Y'all good, man? Black family, y'all good? And I mean, LBA and LBA, like your family if you're over here, okay? As long as you're respectful, I don't care what lineage you from. If you on code, you know what I'm saying, you welcome over here. We don't do the gender banging over here. So for any incels that might be watching this, brother, like I told the brother in the last broadcast, this ain't a gender banging spot over here. So Hey, man, Sister Stun said, I got to be a fool with it. I've got to be. Because see, I'm looking in this chat room and I'm seeing people saying they're doing good and fantastic, they're good and they're great. That's love. That's right. I see you, Project Leroy. And fact of business, let me mind my manners and scroll up and greet you all. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I told you I'm in a good mood. So I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to do the greetings in the Brother Love voice. I see the sister Patricia Jenkins in the house. I see Tony, Sandra Evans, D. Foster, Stolen Ancestors 1526, Casey Malone, Sister Stuns, Ed Woolly Tresses, Bruce is in the house. I see Patricia Slade, Charlie X, The Zealous Approach with Zola, Hot One, Only Pamela's Way, Sean Means, Tia to you, James, Diesel, Mike on the highways and byways. Sup, my brother? Sam Ham, Daryl, 524, Mongo Slade, Daryl Parker, Mrs. L is in here, GB King Harris, Sunkiss, Vitamos High, TMH rather. I see Sakina in here. All right, I see King Roro in here. I think I got that right. I see Monique Wade in here. The good sister Tam Chan, my lieutenant. I see Domsky Arcade in here. Nightfall Drive. I think I got Project Leroy already. What's going on, brother? I see Dad Miller TV in here. B1 Satin Doll in here. Let's see Black Spiders in here. Donner Seeds in here. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody now. Let me make sure I got you. I'm scrolling on down. I think I got you, everybody. I see Charles Gibson in here. That's right. Welcome, brothers and sisters. I love you. Okay. I'm going to leave it alone, man. Listen, that's how I am, man. I'm silly when I'm in a good mood. Salute to Kia Edwards for the cash, y'all. All right, man. You know what? Let me stop clowning, man. I told you I get out of control when I start that sometime. But serious business, though, we're going to start this broadcast off tonight with a message from who I call the black belt in Thai karate. Okay. And look, we got to use this information that she gives us because, see, this is one reason why I don't want nobody on the internet censored. You know me. I don't care if it's a Sambo, a coon, a white supremacist. I do not want your platform censored shit down. In my opinion, I want you to be free to say whatever you need to say. Because, one, for those that wish to counter your ideology with debate, they should be open to do that if that's what they choose to do. Or for those of us that really don't care to debate you, we need to be free to see what you're saying with your honest, free train of thought. And we need to be able to critique that and teach lessons to our people from it, okay? So that's my train of thought on that. So we're going to start out with the message from the Thai Karate World Champion right here. And then we're going to lead right on into this. Y'all going to see why I put this in here. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, y'all. Hi. It's officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what up? I got the car seat in the back. Let's go to the park. Don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy block your blessings. I know in theory it sounds good keeping the same person to have kids with, but that's insanity as well. So if it doesn't work out with them, it'll work out with someone else. Okay? It just will. That's how that goes. And trust me, I know it's ghetto. It is so ghetto being a baby mama, and thinking about multiple baby daddies is scary. But me and my baby gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. So we're moving forward, onward, upward. Okay. I know a lot of you are skeptical about talking to people with children, but I can assure you the baby mamas now, today, we don't give a damn. You can have them. I have exited the rat race. I want you to be around for a long time, not a good time. You can.
Okay, let me go ahead and cut in right here. Yes, I told you the favorite Thai Karate World Champion, Brittany Renner, no less. Okay, so now I told y'all, yeah, it's not gonna go where you think because see, let me go ahead and give this disclaimer here. When it comes to the baby mama situation, and I'm speaking to the brothers and the sisters, I want y'all to take notes on this. You might want to impart this wisdom to your sons if their fathers are not around. I'm not one of those extremists that just go all the way to the left or right with something. I look at things from a balanced perspective in life, okay? If it's a woman that was in a marriage, okay, and let's just say, hey, they tried to make it work for whatever reason, 10 years into marriage, whatever the case may be, they decided to go their separate ways. Or if the sister was a widow, yes, in either case, she would still be a single mother, but you got to look at the mindset behind that. That's a woman that was trying to do things the right way, okay? That's different from somebody like turbo-thigh karate Brittany Renner out here, okay? Way different. Now, am I going to say every single mother is like her? No, I'm not going to say that because that would be ignorant and stupid. But as we're going to examine here tonight, there's some realities that you need to be aware of if you choose to, put yourself in that situation as a man. And trust me, sisters, don't think that I'm just going to be over here beating up on the women tonight. I'm going to give y'all a situation over here later on that's going to be the reverse of what we're going to review. But as far as this goofiness that she trying to sell, look, I'm not going to be a dead thigh karate horse over here. I'm going to say this to the young women. So I'm not trying to talk to the old hard-headed hoes. Yes, I said it. I said old hard-headed hoes. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to crash out. You young sisters that hadn't put yourself in a Brittany Renner situation, what I mean is you done stacked up more bodies than you can remember, okay? And then you done been, silly enough to go out here and get baby number 1, 2, and 3 by all different types of dudes that's not, trying to settle down and give you their last name and form a family with you. These heifers like this hate your guts. You hear me? They hate you. You need to understand that. Don't hang with them because they plotting, backstabbing, and treacherous. And look, misery loves company. They're gonna always want to get you in their situation because they look at themselves as like, especially don't meet a decent dude that's going somewhere. Oh man, some of y'all young sisters, you better start watching these heifers that they start trying to get you to do all kinds of goofy stuff, and you done met a dude that you think you can make it with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because see, they don't have that. And I know I'm preaching to the choir. Most older women here know that, but some of these young sisters, they don't know that, unfortunately. And unfortunately, they don't. So I'm just going to say it like it need to be said. Okay, so don't put yourself in these loser situations with all this goofiness they got going on. And they got it so hard today because if they don't have the right family structure and grounding, you got the OnlyFans all over the place. Hey, go out here and degrade yourself. Yeah, you get in the bag, but you ruining your damn reputation, which is one of the most important things that's going to help you secure a man. It's not all about your looks and everything. It's your character and your damn reputation. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how much men are going to be men and look at women with their asses hanging out, but ain't nobody going to be like, yeah, boy. See, watch this. I'm going to show the young lady something. Fellas, that's in here listening to this broadcast, help me teach them because I want to do this in a constructive manner. And I'm not going to judge anybody that say they would either, but I just want honesty over here. Because, when I get feedback from y'all, I want honesty, whether you agree or disagree. But to the brothers in here, how many of y'all will be proud to claim a OnlyFans turbo thought that's done showed her ass all over the place? And I'm going to include this in here, or Instagram thought that's done show her ass all over the place. I'm talking, everybody can see it for free. And then you're going to claim and say, yeah, boy, that's my woman right there. How many of y'all would do that? And I'm not talking about something shared privately between two people, okay? Because you're a punk ass if you putting people personal shit out there. That's just my opinion. But fellas, I want y'all to sign off in the chat. If any of y'all in here would accept that and say, boy, this is my main chick or this is the woman I'm trying to marry, let me know. And see, the young ladies need to see this, okay? Sometimes you have to do things in real time, okay? So if you listen to this recording, you're a young sister, please look at my chat room. I want the brothers to be completely honest on this. We're not bashing the sisters. We're trying to help those of them that have sense enough to listen. And see, and contrary to popular belief, there are some young ladies out there that they will listen to reason. They just need to be given the right game. They will. You give them the right game without beating over their head or giving them a sermon and preaching to them and trying to get all religious. Just look, this is what I do when I talk to young men and women. You give it to them from a standpoint of, okay, you are grown enough to make your own decisions. If you choose this path, you're going to lose. If you choose this path, you're going to win. It's as simple as that. So no matter which path you choose, at the end of the day, you make peace with that. Don't blame nobody else for the path you choose, whether you're a man or a woman, okay? So now, karate Brittany Renner, because this is an old clip, she's regretting that. Yes, a lot of brothers would think that she's drop dead gorgeous as far as it looks. Now, for me, I don't really see what all the hubbub is about. She's not my type of tea, and I'm not talking about because she's light skinned. Because there's some very beautiful light skinned sisters. Some of them in the chat room, they know who they are. But all them tattoos and stuff, then she's batshit crazy. See, here's the other thing that get a lot of people caught up. Walter Weeks, aka Frog Face Fresh, you might want to pay attention to this. No matter how good a woman looks, you better take some time and see it takes a disciplined man to do this. You better take some time to look at what's upstairs in that woman's head. Because look, fellas, come on now. All you got to do is just take your time and slow down. You can tell when a chick is batshit crazy. You be like, oh, yeah, you fine. You nice little piece of eye candy, but I can't even look. Let me tell you something, dude. I know every brother in here done had experiences where, boy, you was like, man, boy, I got to see what's going on with her. Boy, I'm talking about, man, whatever type of woman you like, spit your space, whatever you consider a 10 from head to toe, that's different for everybody. You go and spit your game, man, and hey, she responsive, you pull her, and then all of a sudden you like, whoa, I did not know this. I'm not going to stereotype all the attractive sisters like this, because believe it or not, attractive sisters do have a hard time. They do, for many different reasons. Some of it is positive, some of it is negative, because like on the positive end, if they're very attractive and they actually decent women, they have a hard time trying to see if people really like them. For them, on the other end, if they're narcissistic and vain about their looks, ain't no spoiled rotten because a bunch of selves just kiss their ass, then, you know, hey, that they're gonna have a hard time, because like they'll get men. Any woman can get a man, but will you get a good one that's worth a damn? That's the $64 million question. But contrary to popular belief, there are some young women out here that will listen if you give them the right game. So like when it comes to this Brittany Renner situation, man, you fellas, man, if you get one that fits your space to a scene, you see she batshit crazy, and you ignore that, don't you blame nobody else but you. That's you. We as men, one of the core tenets of manhood is being responsible for the choices you make. So you done went out here and got you a Brittany Renner? Hey, man, don't you blame nobody. D-ho did. No. Nobody put a gun to your head and made you go be with that hoe, because you knew she was a hoe when you went and get her, okay? So come on now. You know, I'm about full accountability on both sides over here. So now, she's rambling on in this, and I'm playing this for a reason, family, because, boy, what I got to show y'all, boy, I really feel bad for any brother that's in that situation, but I'm doing this for the young brothers to watch this, and especially if you got sons, ladies, so you can show them not to be in this. But I'm gonna let this high yellow heifer right here, which spells doom for some of these niggas, because they see she like it, she got a fat ass. Oh, by the way, her ass ain't that fat. Just stop that. Just stop telling that lie. See, I'm from Georgia. I know what some full grown cake look like. Her cake is kind of, you know, that's neither here nor there. Let me let this fool continue babbling and rambling on here. We're gonna get back to it.
Hold my son, put him on your story. I trust his judgment. I really do. I really, really do. I just want you guys to be happy. I swear I do. Now, I'm not a threat, but, you know, I can't speak for the other hoes that you don't know about. You know, maybe odds ever be in your favor. But I am here for it, okay? Like, people move on. Save you should have got the ring first. It wasn't going to work out anyways. It just wasn't going to work out.
Okay. And boy, I ain't going to lie. Boy, I hate to go in because people done say what they need to say about this. But boy, she looking super crusty and dusty in this this clip here. No, heifer, you should have got the ring first. And it wasn't going to work out anyway. Okay, well, then your goofy ass shouldn't have got pregnant by a man that you knew it wasn't going to work out anyway with. Slow the fuck down. See, that's something that all of us who are older, we got to make sure we tell the younger people that will listen. Slow your ass down. You be in such a hurry. We've all been young, okay? And one of the main things, think about it. Anybody in here, brothers and sisters alike, this is a simple truth, okay? Because, see, I'm doing this in a way where I'm not gender banging. I'm just telling the truth. You make your worst mistakes in life when you always rushing. Slow down, man. I get it, man. Hey, we meet people. The passion is there. You know what I'm saying? It's what you like. You know what I'm saying? All across the board. But you slow down, man. Take your time, man. Slow down. Do not rush. Because, see, this heifer right here, she done got in a situation where she tried to be, you know, the next Karen Steffens 2.0 and lean into it. Now you got a reputation where, because see, let's break this down too. And there's a lot of women out here that's got celebrity and fame to their name. They find this out the hard way when they do this. And Lori Harvey's time is coming as well too. Because like, look, this is the thing. It's one thing if you are undercover hoe and people don't know that, okay? When you out there in the open with it, the men that you want that are in a higher tier, that are looking for wives to represent them well, they're not choosing you. So with Brittany Renner, yeah, you can get anybody to lay up with you, but ain't nobody finna choose you and wife you up because, again, like I had the participation earlier in the broadcast here, no man wants to wife up a woman that you know that, hey, she's a damn doorknob. Everybody had a turn. And on top of that, if you carry yourself like one, you showing everybody everything that's meant for your significant other's eyes only. See, as men, we value exclusivity with women, okay? We value something that's rare, that we could put up on a pillow and say, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fellas, you know what I'm talking about, man. If you got a decent woman, sometimes, look, let me tell y'all ladies something, man. From a brother that can speak on this, that loves black women, okay, no matter what lineage you from or where you at on the planet, love you to death, especially those you with your natural hair and you got a grown-up dress game, okay? Sometimes when we get the one and we know she the one, if y'all ever see us just sitting there looking at y'all in silence, man, we got a little smirk on your face, let me tell you what brothers are thinking. We was like, oh, boy, yes, sir. That's it right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just be appreciating you in silence. You know what I'm saying? Be that woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and look, the women in here that's got good men, that's husbands or significant others, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all probably seen that look. You be wondering like, why these Negroes always just looking at us like that? Because we appreciate you. We recognize that we got something good, okay? And those of us with sense will try to hold on to that, all right? So this heifer right here, she ain't gonna never have the dude that she wants. So any jackass coming behind PJ, the goofball Washington, or they gonna catch hell. They gonna catch hell. You know what I'm saying? Because see, you got to understand that with the Brittany Renner types, and notice I'm saying types, I'm not gonna ever put all this heifer right here, this turbo thought on all women. Not gonna do it. With these types, they are infuriated that they made mistakes that because they know she's responsible for where she's at in life. Okay? And those like her. What they'll do is they'll be like, okay, dudes that I want don't want me. Everybody that I'm able to get, I'm finna punish your ass. I'm gonna take it out on you. Okay? That's the long and the short of it. So for the game goofy jackasses that's looking at how she looking, you omitting the fact that one, and look, I'm just gonna say this like it is. From what I've seen of her on different podcasts, she appears to have a drinking problem too, and it fits because, see, this is another admonition to the young sisters, you know, and this is Unc talking to you, okay? You want to avoid making certain bad decisions, not mistakes. Big difference between the two. I've broken that down many times. You want to avoid making bad decisions, which is a series of thoughts that leads to a choice. You want to avoid making so many bad decisions in life that you need drugs or alcohol just to cope with it and feel normal and like take your mind out of that as an escapism, because the one that's going to wear down your health, okay? It causes a major amount of negative health issues, particularly with women. I'm going to tell you why. It's bad for anybody, but see, you got to understand, sisters, your bodies are not the same as men's. It's bad for anybody to assume excessive amounts of alcohol, but it hits y'all a lot faster because your constitutions are not built to take that. Don't believe me? Go look up all the different negative health conditions that come with excessive drinking, okay? Liver disease, a whole bunch of things, okay? Y'all, man, uterine cancer, a whole bunch of things, all right? So when you get to a point where you're dealing with something, well, now you got to be high or you can't be sober just to feel normal or to take your mind off certain bad decisions you made. Young ladies, you don't want to end up being like this because her life is a living hell. She's got a little bit of money. Okay, she got, you know, a physique that most men find attractive, but she's not happy. You can tell. All you got to do is look at her behavior. So my admonition to young women and young men alike is where you are as a young person right now in life, pause, just stop and think, and then reflect on, okay, where I'm right now, this is a good place. Let me try to stay the course and keep my life going in a stable direction. Everybody's going to have fun, and I'm not telling you not to. But what I am saying is avoid making those permanent bad decisions that put you in her spot here. Let's let it continue.
Let's laugh together and let's raise this baby, you know? Ooh, this ghetto. It's so fucking ghetto. In conclusion, stepdaddy season. Big aura, big lumber.
Okay, so you heard it. Stepdaddy season. Uh-huh. Good luck to the jackass coming behind there, boy. You gonna catch pretty hell. And see, the main thing I feel sorry for, it's not fair for a child to be in a situation where a game goofy turbo thought like Brittany Reynolds was only thinking about securing a bag and not forming a stable family for the child's father so that he can be there and actually raise them. Because, you know, I mean, that's the really despicable part about the women that participate in that. But see, we got to examine that type of demented mindset even further. And don't worry, ladies, trust me. We're going to get to the part where I got to show y'all something. And I'm going to be eager to get y'all feedback on that to see what y'all say. But this right here, let me show you another thing, especially to the young Black sisters listening to this, why you want to make sure you take your time. You're not out here practicing the thigh karate lifestyle, because see, when you find out that, you know, men don't value a turbo thigh, then you start to become angry, and you know at the end of the day, you only got yourself to blame unless somebody forced themselves on you. You made the decision to open your legs up for all them people out here trying to like compete with other women out at game goofiness, putting your actual health and safety on the line. What ends up happening is two things that concern me most. If you get pregnant by somebody and the dude take off, he not there, and pull a Walter Weech, well, I'm not ready to be a father. And then he leaves, and now you start to take that out on that child, little girl or little boy, and then it further erodes your mental state because of all the things that come with it. It's hard being a single parent. It's hard for a man or a woman, to be honest with you. The brothers have it a little bit easier, but it's devastating for a woman that's trying to actually raise children on her own. And I get it. Everybody's not perfect. Every situation isn't going to be perfect. So this isn't me just putting all single mothers in the same boat and just striking down at them, okay? I'm talking about a specific demographic that make irresponsible decisions and blame other people. I'm going to play this, family, and see, for the sisters in this chat room that's still listening, if you got sons, this shit is going to make you cringe. Because look, and see, this is sad because, like, and I'm not trying to pick on the light skins, but chances are I just got to be real with this, because when I speak about anything on my platform, I like to tell the whole truth. The sad thing about this, man, is like attractive sisters in general, but especially lighter skinned sisters in our community, we just got to tell the truth. If they're considered super attractive, all the boys start shooting at them or whatever, okay, and then, you know, if they don't have stable upbringing to guide them about how to handle that and not being an attention whore, so to speak, it leads them to make decisions where they give themselves to people that are not worthy of them. And then they become, in this situation like this chick right here. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to tell you, man, this is going to chill you to your soul, because sisters, unfortunately, these are some of the supervillains that's out here that's going to be targeting your son. So fathers, you got to prepare your sons for this. Mothers, you know women better than anybody. You better prepare your sons for this as well. Let me let this play.
You know how they have like the Big Brother program for like, you know, your kids can have siblings?
Right.
They need to do that with good men who want to be a dad to somebody. So that way there's a program to where I take my kids who don't have a father, and I'm damn sure not going to attempt to get one because I cannot stand men in general. They make me want to throw the in my skin crawl. But that way my kids would be able to go to a place to experience what it's like to have a dad. You know what I mean? Like, think of that. Because someone come up with that for kids. You know how they have like the Big Brother program for like...
Now, I played that with no commentary here, so we finna run this back, and I'm gonna add some commentary, because as y'all heard, this woman is batshit crazy. And look, this is something I want young Black men to pay attention to. I want you, if you listen to this broadcast live or on the playback, look at that woman's eyes. There is truth to the adage, the eyes are the windows to the soul. She got that 1,000-yard thigh karate stare. This heifer is out of her mind. See, even if she hadn't said this, I could just look at those like this and tell. See, that's the beauty of becoming an older man and being well-traveled and experienced. I know the crazy ones when I see them, of any shade, okay? Now, I know some of y'all like, yeah, the light skins are the craziest. And I ain't gonna lie, in my experience, some of you high yellows out there, boy, y'all, boy, woo, you hadn't seen crazy, boy, till you ran into a crazy light skin chick, okay? I love y'all light skins. I love y'all butter pecans, you know, but you just gotta tell the truth, boy. Some of y'all demographic is crazy, like this ever. So now we're gonna play this back and I'm gonna break some things down about what she's saying here.
You know, your kids can have siblings.
Right.
They need to do that with good men who want to be a dad to somebody. So that way there's a program to where I take my kids who don't have a father, and I'm damn sure not going to attempt to get one because I cannot stand men in general. They make me want to throw the in my seat.
Okay. And I paused it on this particular shot right here because, see, this is the face of evil right here. Demented, deranged evil. However, your kids would have had a father if you would have been more discerning about who you chose. Okay, so I'm going to go another way with this. Let's just say she did choose somebody that she thought was going to be a good father to her kids, and he just up and dipped out. Because, you know, that's what they want you to think all of them do, okay? Let's go there. Lady, if that was the case, my question that I would have asked her, and we'll never know because she's not going to say it, my question I would have asked her, I'd be like, okay, when you started dating this guy, how long did it take before you got pregnant? Huh? Because see, when you meet somebody, you don't immediately say, okay, hi, and let's just start having a bunch of kids. No, there needs to be a grace period to see how compatible you are with each other. Now, I'm just going to give you my opinion. If for people that are serious now, for people that are seriously dating with the intent to be engaged in a marriage, etc., okay? It should be a grace period at least 2 to 3 years before you even entertain starting a family. It should be. You take your time on that because, see, this is why I'm saying that. Let's just say within that 2 to 3 years that you wait before you try to start a family, y'all find out that, hey, you know what I'm saying? You probably got all the love in the world for each other, but you start to see that you're not compatible like that. Okay, you choose to walk away. You don't have a kid in the middle of this that's going to have to deal with that no matter what. You see what I'm saying? That's just me. That's my reasoning toward it. But see, she doesn't realize that, hey, you got to look in that mirror. What choices did you make? Okay, now let me say this. We're balanced, to be fair. If he's the type of low-life degenerate her baby father just ran off on her like that, I don't co-sign that bullshit. I have no respect for a dude that know a child is his, and then you just take off like that. Nah, man. Nah, that's not cool, bro. I'll never co-sign that. So that's why I let people know that off the bat. This ain't the channel where I provide cover to them jackasses like that because they contributing to ruining our communities and creating households that are unstable. Your seed is a part of you, man. You should be proud to have children when you make that decision, man, because that's your legacy. And look, if you can't see yourself being with that woman and her being your wife, then don't impregnate her. It's too many ways to prevent that out here. But we're going to further let her continue to talk because I got more to break down.
Skin crawl. But that way my kids would be able to go to a place to experience what it's like to have a dad. You know what I mean? Like, think of that. Because someone come up with that for kids.
Okay, so coming up with that for kids, you are partly responsible for that. That's a 50-50 scenario. 50% of that is on the man, 50% is on the woman. You come together and you try to decide, okay, what are family values? See, this is what I mean by take your time. What type of family values do we both value? Okay, what kind of family do we want to have? Do we have the same ideology, whether it's religion, politics? Okay, like, what do we both value as far as like putting into any potential children that we may have? And then, first and foremost, when I say take your time, this is something a lot of people don't take the time to do. That if you did, it would save you a lot of heartache on the men and women's parts. Okay, find out what kind of families people come from. Huh? That'll tell you a lot right there. You find a lot of people, man, get to knocking on folks and having kids and all kinds of things that you don't know nothing about these people's family upbringing. You get around these people's family, you be like, oh. For the men and the women, you be like, oh, boy, I thought this was the one, but I don't know now. I done met some of your family, boy. Yeah, I'm seeing some issues and some problems. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, you come out on the better end of things when you take your time. And just kind of, be more discerning towards things, okay? So, I got something else I want to play for y'all. I want y'all to listen to this.
Is it just me, or you be talking to somebody, or even dating somebody, right? And be so in love, like just love this motherfucker. See absolutely no wrong in them, just love them. Then one day you just like, I don't like you no more. We could be having a good day. And I just be like, I don't like you no more. I don't like the person you are. I don't like the way you move. I don't like the way you think. I just don't like you. So I want to leave. Just like that. Like, I want to go. I don't want to talk anymore. Is that just...
Okay, you heard her. You heard the little Muppet baby there. I don't like you no more. Okay, cool. Listen, as a grown woman and adult, which she is, that's her right to do that. Let me say this to the women that like to do that kind of goofy stuff. If you had a quality man, a good dude, that he ain't beating on you, ain't cheating on you, and you decide, I don't like you no more. Cool. You did him a favor. Leave and get out his way, because there's plenty of women out there that would be able to use that man and make a life with him because you were too gang goofy to recognize what you had. And see, this is what I say to women that play them goofy games like that. I don't like you no more. Shut the fuck up when you out here and you can't get another quality dude. Where all the good men at? Listen here, jackass. And I say this to men and women alike. When God sends you one of his quality children and you don't treat them right, he ain't gonna send you another one. See, it don't matter whether you believe in the Most High or not. When God sends you a quality man or woman and you mistreat them, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You don't have to believe me, because life is a teacher. You're gonna learn the lesson the easy way or the hard way. What's gonna happen is God is gonna make sure to remove them from your life. And that door is going to be permanently closed. You ain't going to be able to come back. I'm telling you right now. Don't believe me? You'll see. You'll see. You go out there and play that game like she talking about if you want to. So when you out there by yourself and all you got is the homosexual class, the big overgrown males that, hey, they want to drive your car, lay up on your couch, come in there, and drink about your kids' Capri Sun if you got kids. Or if you don't got kids, hey, you get you a homosexual today, boy, because see, we got to go in on the homosexual. The homosexuals don't get no love over here. Sorry, jackasses that don't, that believe in living off a woman. Here's the other thing y'all ladies got to worry about when you get these homosexuals that, that you can control because they don't have no place or a car they own. They got to rely on you like a big overgrown kid. Well, ladies, the brand new homosexual 2.0, you're going to have a struggle keeping your lipstick, your purses and shoes and probably everything else because, hell, from what I'm seeing now, the decline in masculinity, some of these guys, boy, they compete with y'all for your fashion sense. You're running around here, got these men wearing purses. Man, what in the blue hell, man? Bruh, if it ain't a backpack or an attaché case, you're not going to see me carrying no goddamn purse. I couldn't. For me, I'm old school Gen X, okay? I couldn't even do that as a joke, man, because you know what's in the back of my head why I can't do it. I would picture my father looking at me, man, my uncles, like, boy, what in the hell are you doing? No, I couldn't. No. I'm just saying I couldn't do it. So, ladies, y'all be careful now. You want to go out there and get you a homosexual if you want to. Go ahead. Just know when you see you be like, ladies, y'all keep up with your lipstick and everything. You be like, you go to pick that lipstick, like, goddamn, I ain't been using this shade like this. I know I should have some more in here. Hey, just saying, you know what I'm saying? Or your favorite panties go missing. Oh, you might see him taking out. He might be wearing them, and then, I already told you about your purses and stuff. So, yeah, but that's what they want, though. It's a demographic women. You want the homosexuals. Cool. Don't complain. So if you wake up, I don't like you anymore. Okay. It's a homosexual waiting on you in your future, okay? So, now we got that out the way. I know I'm taking you on a roller coaster ride here tonight, family. Y'all know we have a good time, man. We teach over here. I got y'all grinning in the chat. Listen, man, I want to make my people feel good as I teach, okay? Some people don't like my style of broadcast. That's okay. This channel ain't for you. And before we go further, my good brother, still Kevin Trees, I got an idea for you, brother. You tell me what you think about this, because y'all know in the last broadcast, very friendly brother in the chat room. I'm be honest, Kevin Trees. I think you're an undercover comedian. You just ain't telling us. Because I done seen you crack hellified jokes in this chat room. But I have further encouragement for you. If you decide to start a TikTok or Instagram or something, I got two names that you might want to name your platform, brother. You consider it. Name it what you want, of course. Hey, you can name it Hanging in the Trees, or you can name it the Treehouse, man. I mean, trust me, the folks over here, they said they'll support you, bro. And trust me, they will. The family over here pretty much keep their word, men and women alike, especially if it's people that's on code trying to do positive things. And look, On code comedy is a big part of our people. That's important too, because in this system of white supremacy, we do need to laugh. We need to have a good time and release ourselves of distress. We're human beings, and if we don't love us and take care of our people, nobody else will. Okay, so yeah, brother, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you say you feel in the treehouse? Hey, brother, take your time. Look, this is my suggestion, right? Take your time and take maybe about a week or two. Just find you like some different little clips of things that's funny and save them. If you need help setting it up, man, hit me up on X or Instagram or whatever. Send me a DM, follow me, man. I'll help you set that up if you need to know how. It just take you about a week or two getting your content ready. And then that way, when you start recording over to whatever however you gonna present it, just start hitting them across the head with it. You're funny, bro. You got a very unique take on how you see things. Okay, so I just want to give you that encouragement. That's how I am over here. I see y'all with the talent. I try to encourage it. But getting back to tonight's broadcast over here, what we got to discuss: discernment, discipline, and self-esteem. Now, why do I have these three things on the screen, ladies and gentlemen? Because what I'm about to play for you, well, if this brother had exercised even 2 out of 3, okay? The discipline and discernment part, that's the one that you should be able to exercise. The self-esteem part, gotta be honest. And again, we're in a system of white supremacy. I know that's part of it, but a lot of black men do suffer from low self-esteem. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. I'll just take what I can get syndrome. Okay? If you do that, you take what you can get, brother, you gonna get what you deserve, okay? Especially if you're a good dude and you don't have your confidence of, you just take whatever you can get out here, okay? See, this is why I tell people, if you're looking for, a suitable partner, all right, and you can't find them in your area, you got to move around. Your feet are not glued to the damn floor. Get up and move. Go to the next city over. You have to go to the next state over. Hell, if you want to catch you a flight and go find something out of here, go do that. Don't just take something that that's not worthy of you. And I'm saying that to men and women alike, okay? So I'm going to play this for y'all, man. And look, hold on to your horses, man. Y'all not going to believe this because I got to call him what he is. He's a stepdad.
I left my laptop over here, so I came to get it. And I get here, and the person that I had to be daddy for, because he didn't want to be a dad in the beginning, he in the house with his game hooked to the TV I bought. You know what I'm saying? His clothes in here. He just chilling. I got to leave. I live here.
Just until we finish talking.
I live here. He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, I know y'all like, man, hell to the no, GBS, hell to the no. Oh, but here it is. Yes, here it is. Unfortunately, this has happened many times. See, when I say hobosexual, that's what I'm talking about, what he just described. Because I gotta get on him for being a stepdummy, because see, this is what he chose here, the sorry type of heifer that would choose a hobosexual. And I'm going to break down some things about how you recognize the type of women that will entertain homosexuals, because somebody got to do this, right? You heard what this brother said. He stepped in the role to be a stepdummy, okay, in this particular issue, okay? And I'm saying stepdummy in this issue because he should have recognized that this woman didn't have no respect for him, and I'm going to get into why. And you're going to see why here, too. He chose to step into this role for this dude, okay? Take care of this woman and her kids. Then she has the nerve. They have a little falling out or whatever. He goes back over there to get his stuff like he's saying. And to let you know that this is a true to the game, hardcore, Hall of Fame, no shame, homosexual, he's sitting up in on a damn PlayStation or something, playing a game system. That's what he was saying. And look at her sitting up here with this look on her face and that damn bonnet. See, let me go ahead and tell you fellas something, especially you young brothers, how you spot these women that entertain these damn homosexuals. They all have a look, and they all have the same ignorant persona and demeanor. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I don't have to describe it. I'm going to give you some homework to do in real time. For the young brothers watching this and the sisters that have sons that you love, you put your sons up on this type of demeanor here, because any woman that displays this demeanor, she ain't worth 2 dead flies put together. I'm going to let this play, and we're going to stop it again where we need to.
You proud of yourself?
Post it on Facebook.
You proud of yourself? It's
Proud
funny?
of myself.
It's funny? Okay. His gang hooked the TV I bought. And then she gives the daughter I've been raising, the daughter I taught how to speak, the daughter I taught how to walk, the daughter I taught how to use the pot. She gave her to him. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, man.
Yeah, it is crazy, brother. It's very crazy because, see, let me tell you why it's crazy. I'm going to tell you why I got to get on him. First of all, brother, if you didn't think she was worthy enough to give her your last name, that should have been a red flag right there that you shouldn't have been doing all this above the beyond stuff. But, you know, some of these niggas out here want to be Captain Save-O. And then that demeanor that she's going to continue to display, because I want y'all to study it, you can tell that she didn't just start being that way with you. See, this is why we always tell y'all that, for me, I'm speaking for myself personally, I don't compromise on respect. I don't care how fine a woman is. You start disrespecting me, your ass becomes invisible. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to move you around. I ain't got to put up with that. You got your shit together as a black man today. You ain't got to put up with that. Oh, no, I don't get mad about it either. Oh, okay, that's what you're going to do? I'm going to promote you to doing that with somebody else. That's what's going to happen, okay? Y'all, what do I always tell y'all about time over here? It's what? Time is the most precious, non-renewable resource that you will never, ever get back if you waste. You should be highly offended at anybody, I'm talking to men and women alike, that waste your damn time, okay? Highly offended. But see, here's the other mistake you made. And see, this is something I keep trying to tell you, young brothers. I get it. Times are tough. It sounds like from what he talking about, he done moved up in her damn house. No, 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 no. If you and that woman ain't married, you don't move into no woman's house. See, let me explain something to you. See, this is why I'm thankful every day of my life that I have a father in my life that I can call right now if I needed to. I was taught early on to be a man. That training starts from when you were a little boy. And all men should want to claim their own castle. You can't be the big dog under a woman's roof that your name ain't, it's not yours, it's her name on the lease. You moving in there, she can get mad and kick you out at any time. She can have 6, 7, 8, 9 niggas in there. What you gonna do? Your name ain't on the lease. So no, step, damn it. You shouldn't have did that. And see, I'm gonna go here with it too. Because see, this is what I mean about having low self-esteem. I got to do this, family, because see, somebody need to go ahead and tell it like it is with this. Here's the deal. I'm not saying you got to run around here and be no prima donna, no pretty boy, but his appearance and that non-shaped up beard, that tell me a lot about how he just kind of walk around. Low self-esteem, man. I ain't saying you got to be no pretty boy, but I'm saying keep your grooming tight, man. Keep your grooming tight. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I'm going to tell you right now, you see me out somewhere, the only way you're going to come close to seeing me looking raggedy if I'm wearing what we call in the South down here, knock around clothes, somewhere I know I'm going to get dirty, I got to do some work. Other than that, oh, no, bro. My appearance is going to be on point. My grooming is going to be on point. That shows you take a pride in yourself. Now, why is that so important? Because you're going to attract what you project, okay? You're going to attract what you project as a man. See, let me break this down further in case the young men listen don't understand why I'm saying it's not cool to be running around with a not shaped up beard and just looking dusty and crusty. If you are a well put together brother, those like this women right here, they don't approach you. No, they don't. A brother that's got his shit put together, they stay. It's kryptonite. I'm telling you, it's repellent. It keep them heifers far away from you. They be like, okay, this brother look like he got some type of self-esteem about himself. I'm not looking for that. They won't even come your way. I'm telling you. Okay. So that's another reason why keeping your personal hygiene and your grooming is a protection from certain things, even entering into the vicinity of where you at. Now, if you going to hunt for that, that's a bigger problem with yourself that you got to look at. But we're going to let this continue because, you know, he's a step dummy. He ain't had no business doing all this that he talking about.
You said that your baby daddy that didn't want to be a father, that you said had AIDS, all this shit. You said he came to pick up Summer, but his PlayStation hooked to the TV. That's what you saying.
So now I got to go in on step dummy here because see, boy, if y'all like me, I was trained from a very early age to be a good listener. To hell with the PlayStation, to hell with the baby. Negro, if she said he had AIDS, why the fuck do you want anything to do with it? Yes, I got to use the language here on that. Brothers, did y'all look, let me tell you something right now. I don't give a damn. Let's just pull whatever attractive woman out there. Beyonce, and y'all know I love me some Kelly Rowland. Woo, Lord Jesus, boy. I've seen her in prison several times. Dress game, always on point. Perfume game, absolutely lethal. I'm telling you. But if I knew that she had the Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Bruce Leroy, I don't care who you are. That breaks the spell. My daddy had AIDS. Oh, Jenny, you would land up with him too. Hey, all right. Hey, God bless your sister, but hey, go ahead over there. I can't do nothing with you. Why, Negro? How you even pursue anything after that? The AIDS, capital AIDS. After if she said that, I'm like, bruh. You see what I'm talking about low self-esteem? Cause see, I'm look, man. Let me just be all the way real with this. Most of these baby mamas still be laying up with their baby daddies, bro. So if she told you that, nigga, you gonna take that risk? Not me. Shit, boy. All this other stuff about PlayStation and all that. And see this other thing. I'm gonna tell you like my great grandfather told me. He passed it down to my father. Okay, my grandfather passed it down to me, uncles, everything. It's two places I'm not gonna go with no woman. What's them two places, fellas? What I always tell y'all about that? Back and forth. Not gonna go back and forth. This whole recording and arguing, that's pointless. See, as a man, power comes for you being a man of your word, saying what you mean and mean what you say, and the ultimate display of power as a man. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. Cool. You want him? I'm gone. Bless y'all. Have a good life. I'm not arguing. See, I'm gonna tell you what type of dude I am. First of all, I'm not gonna be living under no woman's roof, and it's not my shit. But in this case, if this was me, by some odd miracle, I'd bump my head and put myself in his shoes. Okay, plus I'm not gonna deal with no bitch talking about her baby daddy got AIDS. I'm not gonna do that. But if that did happen, I'm the type of brother. I'm like, hey man, whatever the fuck I got over there, you can keep it. I don't even want it. The shit is tainted. It's under your roof, and you disrespecting me like this with this nigga. All of y'all can keep that shit. I get more shit. Okay, I don't believe in taking no bad aura, no energy with me. You can have that shit. Okay, that's me. See that when you move like that and you got your shit together, you can afford to do that. Hey, keep that shit. I don't want it. Ain't got nothing important on there. I want it or can't replace. Fuck it. You can have it. I don't want to take nothing from under your roof with me somewhere else. I don't believe in bringing that bad energy with me. Keep it. You know what I'm saying? But see, I'm gonna let this continue to play because boy, y'all better take notes on this. We can't have our young men going out like this. This is terrible, man. Having low self-esteem, it puts you in situations like this.
Say he came over yesterday.
And why was he here yesterday?
To come chill with Summer.
You said get Summer. Now it's chill with Summer. You said he came to get Summer yesterday, but his PlayStation hooked to the TV I bought. He back here today at 12 a.m. to pick up Summer. His PlayStation still hooked to the TV. 3 days after you told me I had to leave because you needed to focus on you and your career and niggas, dudes, you ain't have space for that. You ain't have space for our relationship. The person that's been here through thick and thin, regardless if I stayed home a week because Summer got sick and got me sick and I couldn't go to work and gave you 300 out of the 350 I made because I was sick. Whatever I got, I give. And that's the real. Come on, bro.
Oh boy, this is painful. This is painful to watch, but I got to do it. And again, this is not an indictment on all single mothers. It's not an indictment on all stepfathers. We talking about this particular issue because it's very common. Brothers, the reason why I tell you don't go back and forth with no woman, and sisters, you don't go back and forth with no ignorant Negro neither. Let me be clear on that. Okay, that go both ways. That playing tennis, two grown people ain't got no business arguing. Does a person don't have a mental disability, they can understand the words coming out your mouth. What you doing getting a long drawn out arguments for? That's silly, okay? This right here, though, fellas, I want y'all to pay attention to how powerless this man look. You sitting here, let's look at what he doing. He ran down a laundry list of all the stuff that he's doing, which I respect. That's what a man's supposed to do for somebody that appreciates it. He ran down this laundry list to this woman, all this stuff she's doing, and she's in there, well, okay, and that little attitude. Brother, you answering your own questions. What is it to discuss at that point? You are not appreciated. Nothing you say. See, look, what do you think you're going to accomplish? For those of you that might agree with that, what do you think you're going to accomplish by running down the laundry list of stuff that you do for a person? Because they know what you do for them. They know what you do for them. You thinking they're going to go, oh, man, damn, you're right. You know, I see the error of my ways now. I'm gonna change and turn over a new leaf. You think that's gonna happen? Really? Huh? You see how silly that sounds when somebody actually enunciate that and put that in your face? Like, what do you think you're gonna accomplish arguing with a fucking dirtbag? And that's for men or women. You wasting your breath. Just like time. Don't waste your breath. That's precious. Okay? I don't believe in wasting my time or my breath with nobody. Bruh, and see, here's another thing too. I really got to point this out to brothers. Don't put yourself in this situation, because even if you walking into it calm, you know how jazzy these disrespectful women like this are with their mouth. She may say something to set you off, and now you in a situation where you may do something stupid and be in jail behind a fucking dirtbag. Move on. When somebody, look, I'm saying this to black men and black women alike. When the respect is gone from a relationship, you know who else supposed to be gone? You. Y-O-U. When respect is gone from any type of relationship, partnership, you supposed to be gone. That's business or personal. When the respect leaves, you leave, okay? Because see, without respect, that is the junction that keeps anything together. You can't have no type of relationship that's healthy without mutual respect on both ends. When the respect is gone, you gone. It's as simple as that. All this pointless arguing, there's nothing going to come of it that's constructive. Let's let it continue.
It ain't about money. It's about loyalty. It's about. Come on, bro. You don't know what it's about. Yo, the dude. Listen, you asked me to have a baby.
Salute to Mrs. L for the cash out. Thank you very much, good sister. And see, listen to him, man. This is sad, bro. Y'all don't ever go out like this. He's sitting up here trying to reason with somebody that views him as a joke. See, you got to understand, he don't see this, but all this right here to her is comedy. You don't believe me? Just listen to her. I'm gonna let it play.
You and killed it. Yeah, because you got this dude.
I was paying for everything. I'm not gonna
When were you? You were not paying for everything. You had a baby.
It's 1 o'clock.
Okay, you had a baby with a dude while you were homeless and no car. You had the baby.
I was 17.
Okay, you not.
Again, low self-esteem. Bruh, if you knew this, because he talking like he knew this was her situation. See, this is why I don't pay to be Captain Save-A-Hole. If this heifer really had a baby by a dude that's homeless, what? See, brothers, young brothers, listen to me. Listen to your uncle, okay? Listen to me. Listen to Uncle Shark. If you know that a woman had a baby by a homeless dude, what can you do with a woman like that? That's not a woman that you want. Because see, when you get into a relationship with somebody, and definitely a marriage, that's a partnership. You got a captain, you got a co-captain. She needs to have a cognizant, intelligent frame of mind that can be, applied to making discernment as far as life experience and certain problem solving, things of that nature. You're supposed to have a team player. Somebody that's silly enough to have a baby with a homeless dude, a dude that ain't got a pot to piss in when to throw it out of. Do you really want that on your team? Do you really think you're going to win the championship with that on your team? See, this brother here, it ain't just her, it's him. That's why I got to get on it, man. That low self-esteem shit, bro, come on, man. And he looked like he a little rotund brother, too. See, that shit, that's why you got to try to keep yourself in shape, brothers. I'm not saying you got to be no world-class Olympic athlete, but that contributes to your self-esteem, your personal appearance and your health and your grooming. You ain't never supposed to settle for something like this. Let it continue.
I'm 17 now and he back around with his PlayStation hooked to my TV.
No choice but to co-parent. What are you talking about?
Co-parent? You had a parent in the house. What you talking about co-parenting? You just kicked her parent that taught her how to. I taught her how to talk. I taught her how to use the pot. I taught her how to walk. And you talking about you had to co-parent with this guy who didn't want to be a parent?
Never said that you couldn't be on her.
And see, the good sister Monique Wade pointed something else out about this, okay? And the sister Monique Wade, she said, okay, the heifer aborted his baby, and she had the nerve to have her child's father, the homosexual PlayStation guy, hanging out. And yes, sister, it is dysfunction. It's sad. It's sad. And then I like the sister Snapchat, Lieutenant say Janet Law just standing there and holding that, like, let's wrap this up, because it's entertainment to him. And see, I'm glad you brought that up, sister, because see, this is what they like. They look, this right here that I'm reviewing, they want to mass produce this type of dysfunction amongst us, among black men and black women, okay? If y'all had never checked out that movie, They Clone Tyrone, go check that out and look at it again. Because see, the metaphor in that movie, it's not clones physically. You hadn't got there yet. They're probably working on it. But it's not clones physically that they got in our society. They're mass producing that clone dysfunctional mindset. That's what the message of They Clone Tyrone was. Go back and watch that movie again if y'all got Netflix. There's a lot to it. But I'm going to let this continue to play because, see, we ain't going to get there yet. And trust me, ladies, coming up, I'm going to give y'all the flip side of this scenario why you don't want to be involved with no baby mama drama. Trust me, just stick around. That's coming up.
Life, but quite frankly, we're not finna be together. I didn't want to be with you.
You want to be with him. That's why his PlayStation hooked to the TV that I bought.
No.
Why his PlayStation end up here?
I'm not gonna keep repeating myself.
So he came to pick up Summer.
Already squared away.
He came to pick up Summer. That's why his PlayStation hooked to the TV.
He came over yesterday to see Summer.
See, and this is another thing too, boy. This how I can tell he didn't really have a father in his life. I can tell it's obvious. A lot of guys be like, how y'all know that? Because if you was raised around with a father or around other men that trained you, we don't put up with this shit. They all in here talking to me like my word don't matter and I'm providing for you. I'm not finna, cause see, I'm not finna even entertain going back and forth with you and end up getting upset and ruining my life. Hell no, I replace your ass. I'm not finna do that. You sitting here going back and forth with this hell, she's like, that's already been squared away. No, not your boy. No. There is no way on God's natural green earth could this be me. That little jazzy mild shit, especially when you been, no. Fellas, don't go out like this.
You said he left his PlayStation.
Yes.
And he came to pick her up 12 o'clock in the morning.
Got here at 11.
Really not you.
Really just me. Really just me.
Okay, so there it is, family. That's pathetic. This low self-esteem, no discipline thing, man, and lack of discernment and rushing. This is what you get. See, as a man, I've said this all for many years now on my platform. Getting the right woman don't start with the women. It start with you. You get you together, okay? You need to get you some principles and standards about yourself. Hopefully you were raised with a father to teach you that or somebody. But if not, if you didn't have that, I understand. You can't help your upbringing. Get around other brothers that you do see have those qualities and you learn the game from them. Take your time choosing a woman that, man, see this stepdaddy thing, he had all the information he needed to let him know that this was a red flag. You don't mess around with nothing like this. The health risk alone should have been, hey, disqualified. You say your baby daddy got AIDS? Oh, no. I don't care what you was playing around or not. All right, that come out your mouth. I know you don't have good sense. Man, I'll be scared to death, boy. Oh, my God. Listen, man, if a heifer told me that, man, I'm running in the other direction and I'm going to get on my knees in the middle of the street. They were like, what's wrong with that Negro? I'm thanking the Most High. Thank you. Please. My silly ass that almost took me out of here. You've been good to me. Thank you for putting that shield up in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Father God. I would be on my knees thanking him. I really would, okay? I really would. But see, I've said all I need to say about that. I hope y'all take that the right ears and eyes find this, man. Don't be this guy. All the mistakes you made, you moving into a woman's house is not yours. It had to be from the way he was talking. Then when you see she's entertaining homosexuals, running around with that damn bonnet on in public, automatic disqualification. I wish you would. I wish a chick I would be dealing with me run out in public with a damn bonnet. Because you represent half of me. Okay, I got you. That'll be the last time you do that. You better pay attention to these standards, fellas. But see now, some of you got a fat ass though. Okay, go ahead. Keep that logic, Junior. You're going to end up in that situation right there. A step damn it. But I got some useful information for you here to add to this, right? This is my good brother, Free Game Chad, and I want y'all to pay attention to this because this is ambidextrous information, meaning, men or women can use this. I want you to listen to what he has to say because it sums up that situation you just saw right there perfectly.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're probably doing exactly what it takes. You're just not the person that they want doing it. That's why you're constantly made to feel like it's never good enough. You're a compromise, a consolation prize. This is a lesson that you don't want to take too long to learn because a person has no problem wasting your best years, leaving you to put yourself back together after you're all used up. Know what you're dealing with, and don't be nobody fool.
That's the homie Free Game Chad there. If you recognize him, he's from over there on the good brother Marcus channel, the mainstream. Solid 2 comedians that are on code. And salute to the mother, Miss Jonay, as well. Very classy, very wise sister. Man, I'm over there. In fact, the business, I think the broadcast comes on tonight. I'm gonna be over there. I hope y'all to see y'all over there. The channel, Marcus, you can see it on my community tab. It's in one of the posts that I put up. Trying to put y'all up on other channels during this new Black Media Appreciation Month. But I'm gonna run that back again because I want y'all to listen to that, man. Because see, I like to try to educate my people over here for the jackass just talking about just an infotainment channel. Listen, man. Don't you lie on my channel like that. We always teaching lessons over here. We don't just parrot things from other people. We actually teach over here. I'm gonna run this back because I want y'all to hear this. Very important.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're probably doing exactly what it takes. You're just not the person that they want doing it. That's why you're constantly made to feel like it's never good enough. You're a compromise, a consolation prize. This is a lesson that you don't want to take too long to learn because a person has no problem wasting your best years, leaving you to put yourself back together after you're all used up. Know what you're dealing with, and don't be nobody fool.
The brother Pre-Game Chad put that exactly as it need to be said. And that fits that brother's situation there, the step dummy. Okay, look, that's completely avoidable. That's one thing if you try to do things the right way and, you couldn't see certain things coming. That's totally different. But now, ladies, we got to give you the flip side of that situation. Because, see, baby daddy drama, that ain't cool. But baby mama drama ain't cool either. Sisters, I'm going to play this, and I want y'all to tell me what you would do in this situation. I would love to get y'all feedback on this. I'm not going to give no commentary. I'm just going to play it and see what y'all say.
It's just something I don't condone, and I told him that I don't want nobody putting their hands on my daughter but me, because I'm the mother. So what makes you feel like you could do that?
Understood. First off, it was something mutual between me and the father because your daughter was being disrespectful.
She could, okay, this is my thing. My daughter's not disrespectful. And even if she was disrespectful, I told him to not let nobody, excuse me, but really not excuse me, to put their hands on my daughter.
Okay, at the end of the day, your daughter's not disrespectful to you because you're her mother, and I guess the ways that she's learning, you're teaching her. However,
baby,
what
look,
I'm trying to tell you
it got to be
is
something that you said to her for her to even feel
that it ain't gonna be tolerated.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this: we can't talk together. We stay together, but we can't talk together.
But what I'm telling you is valid, and I'm
okay. So why you let her put her hands on our daughter? Because what you mean what I'm doing here? I'm checking your wife because she feel like she got authority to put her hands on my daughter.
Stop it right there, because first off, she was being disrespectful.
How was she being disrespectful?
I gave her permission.
Why didn't you? No. Why didn't you discipline her? I'm not talking to you right now. Why didn't you discipline her? Because you the damn daddy.
Because I wasn't here.
Okay, well, next time, call me or something. Because I don't condone that. You need to speak to me. I'm the one that birthed her because this is my daughter. He is. But look, if he's not here to discipline her, then you need to wait. Because
you just could have called me about this. You
don't answer the phone. You don't answer the phone. And this is what I have to do to get through to y'all. If I got to pull up and act the fool to get through to y'all because y'all want to touch my child, this is what I'm going to do.
It's my child too.
Okay, but if you aren't there in the vicinity.
How you gonna come in my house and try to act the fool?
What you mean act the fool? You weren't here. So if you were not here, then how you going to punish her? How you going to do that? So that's not her right to do that.
I gave her permission
here, though, and she's under my authority at the time. She should be listening. Don't you think?
I'm not saying she should not listen, but let me tell you something. This is my daughter. I don't want you touching her. That's point blank, period. And if she comes back to me,
coming over here because if she's gonna be disrespectful and cross the line.
Okay, well, why you not being a daddy and checking her then and making sure that she's respecting her? Because you just told me that you weren't here when it happened. So if you're not here when it happened,
I can tell you that daddy whooped me, because I do. If she's disrespectful in my house, she's gonna get
punished. She told me that daddy's new girlfriend touched me. That's what she told me.
Ain't nothing new about this.
Let me handle
okay, look.
Please
handle this, because I swear to God, you know how I get. And I'm already up here. It don't matter. It's my daughter, though. It's my daughter. And I ain't even really got to talk to you. We can definitely go there. Because I'm with that time, too. What? Listen to what?
Under my roof, she's going to get punished if she's being
I'm
disrespectful.
not. Okay, look. I'm not saying she can't be punished, but she does not have to put her hands on my daughter. Call me, and I will handle it. Or either teach her to be more respectful, because she don't do that with me. So that says something.
So where she's learning
So that
from?
says something.
She
Obviously
damn
you.
sure don't
Obviously
learn
you.
here.
Okay,
She
but if
damn
she's
sure don't
disrespecting
learn
y'all, then what
She's
sense
with
does
you
that make?
24/7. What is you talking
Exactly,
about?
and she doesn't disrespect me. She disrespects y'all. So that says something about
Maybe
y'all's
you're not
parenting.
permission to disrespect us.
Baby, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not trying to come here with that shit. Really not.
did.
But you need to calm all that down. This ain't your child though. But
Okay, y'all saw it, right? That right there, see, ladies, that's the flip side of the situation that we reviewed with the step dummy. Oh, now, I don't have kids, but I understand where the lady was coming from about her daughter. And I understand where the brother's new wife or girlfriend or whatever that is was coming from. But see, this is why I've often said that single fathers need to date single mothers, blend your families together because they can understand where you're coming from. But see, in this particular incident right here, I mean, look, you can see it from both ways. Now, I'm wondering, like, okay, was the child severely hurt? What type of discipline was this? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, people going to feel some type of way about you putting their hands on their child, they're not yours. Now, from his standpoint as a man, if you're under my house, it's my rules, okay? So now I'm going to tell you something else I noticed in this situation, okay? And y'all chime in, give your honest feedback in the chat room. But here's the thing I noticed, that when the sister there whose daughter was disciplined rather, and I wish it sounds like it must have been something pretty serious the way she reacted like that. But I heard her use this phrase, my daughter. It should be our daughter. It's not my daughter, it's our daughter. That let me know that they really, their breakup or whatever the situation was for them not to make it, it didn't really end on like amicable terms, because when either parents talk about my child, no, it's your child together. Not my child, our child. Then we got to be honest. Sometimes, and this is a different scenario here, it's not germane to what you just saw, but sometimes, hey, if you a sister coming into that situation, you see a dude, he got baby mama, this, that, the third. All men understand that if you move on from a crazy baby mama and you get a woman that's with your program, they don't like seeing that, especially if you a brother that's about your business and y'all living good together. Oh, you finna catch hell. Oh, you finna catch hell. So you sisters, you better think twice about getting into these situationships with these dudes that got these crazy baby mamas. And I'm not saying that sister was crazy, because I understand where she's coming from, being that that's her child, So it's like, it's like, that's a miss. That's a miss. You just don't want to get in those type of situations if you can avoid it, okay? We know things happen, but that right there, that whole situation, that tells me that I don't want to speak this, but that's something that's going to get physical sooner or later. And it's going to be a whole bunch of legal drama involved in that. And see, the people that I feel the worst for in these types of situations are the children, because the children don't deserve to come up in a dysfunctional household. You know what I'm saying? In an ideal setting, you want your place where you're raising your children to be a stable place. You understand? A stable place. They shouldn't have to deal with your dysfunction. If you can't make it, together with a man or a woman or whatever, y'all should be able to come together and say, okay, we got a child. Let's work out, how we going to co-parent. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you can keep the courts out your business. But, even if you have to do that, try to do it in a responsible manner and make sure that you're not putting yourself above the child. At that point, when you have a kid, man, it ain't about you no more. It's not. I'm sorry, I hate to break the news to you. It's not about you no more. It's about that kid, man, that didn't ask to be brought into the world. And no child deserves to be brought up in dysfunction. So that's the flip side of that. I had to throw that in there for balance to the other situation. But see, I must give you sisters this warning, because what we're about to review next here, it's a warning to you young ladies, especially about choosing these dudes out here that you find exciting. Because you heard the helper earlier in the broadcast. I'm bored. I don't want to be with you no more. I don't like you no more. Okay. Yeah, and what she means is she want to go get one of these kinds of clowns that's about to be described here. I'm going to let this play and I'll give commentary where need be. This is a warning. If you are in a good spot in your life right now as a young lady, a young sister, you ain't got baby daddies all over the place. You ain't got a bunch of tattoos. Okay, you ain't got no drug habit or none of that. You ain't got no criminal record, because some of y'all out here be thugging and banging out here nowadays. What's the difference? Boy, I feel so bad for the young brothers trying to choose a good one out here. And some of the sisters, some of y'all got it hard too, trying to choose a good dude. But to these sisters, I have to give this admonition with what we're about to review here. If you're in a good place in your life, stop and think about that and try to stay the course on that good place. Trying to sacrifice your stability for excitement, that's always going to lead you down the wrong path. I'm going to play this. Like I said, we're going to stop it and give commentary when need be because I don't want to see y'all in this situation coming up.
You know, there's a lot of sisters out here who are doing prison time right now in the federal prison. They could be in the state prison, or they can be doing a short bid in the county jail. And they're in jail right now as we speak behind a man. They fell in love with Pookie and Ray Ray. And a lot of times they throwing their life away, and Pookie is just doing what he's doing out on the outside. Sometimes Pookie don't even go to jail, but they're taking a bid. Case in point, I want you to watch this video of this woman that got herself in a world of trouble behind her Pookie and Ray Ray baby daddy.
You know, life's already hard enough, and I already, you know, I'm okay with probation for up to 5 years or whatever, but I just don't want to be away from my kids either. That's the biggest thing.
Where were your children when you were running from the police?
They're in school.
They were in school?
In daycare.
Are you not employed?
I am about to be. I just got a new job. It's really off and on, but I work.
Where do you work?
I'm not employed now. I just quit the dollar store about not even 2 weeks ago. I'm about to start at Hunt's, a restaurant out there where Category 5 was. About to start bartending. So I do work. Me and their dad, that we both work. Every day, we're in their life every day. We take care of them every day.
You just drop them off at daycare and then flee from the police?
Yeah, it's happened, like, honestly, almost just like that. I mean, we dropped him off. I went home, went back to get him from his apartment. Police were behind us. I went to my Mimi's house. We were about to go back home, and the police pulled right into the driveway. He got out and ran. I put off. He hopped back in, and I went. And obviously, it was wrong, but it happened so fast. It was like, what in the world, you know? They're behind us. Why haven't they been turning the lights on us? They followed me all the way to my house, pulled in right into my driveway.
So see, family, so far, you see this is a bad situation right here. Now, this woman has a child. Let me say this. To the women that you want to be with these guys, that's exciting, and you know you want to be with these Pootaviouses so they can take you on a Pootastic voyage, all right? It's all fun and games until you in this situation where you're in a courtroom and heaven forbid you actually finna have to do some prison time. A lot of times, unfortunately, I've seen it. Very beautiful sisters go and get with these guys that ain't worth two dead flies, and then some of them end up doing time for them. And Pootavious out there, he gonna find him a new one to replace you with. He ain't gonna be faithful and wait on you to get out. They're like, hey, thanks for playing, dummy. Let me tell you something. If you just need to have you a Pootavious, let me tell you the safe way to do that, ladies. I know you're like, GBS, what you mean the safe way to do it? I'm gonna explain. And y'all will probably laugh at this, but you'll agree to be better than going out here and getting the actual Pootavious. Get you a dude and y'all do some role playing. You know what I'm saying? Get in the privacy of your own home. Hey, man, have the Negro put on a ski mask, put on some type of henna tattoo or whatever. I don't know. Do something else. Role play. Don't go out there and get the real Pootavious, because real Pootavious come with real consequences that could put you where you're going to be doing a real bid. Let's get back to it.
I was like, it's just a weird situation.
If the police activate their lights, whether it's weird or not, you stop.
I was stopped. I was stopped in my driveway. The problem is I was wrong for starting again.
Why did you flee?
Because I didn't want him to leave me and go to jail. Because he didn't do nothing wrong. He missed court and tried to come. I know that was wrong.
Woo! Lord have mercy. See, this is why I do what I do over here on my channel. Okay, so young ladies, listen to me. I understand the term ride or die, but let me tell you something about a responsible man, a man that's worth a damn. Those of us that are actually worth a damn, we're not going to put you in no life-threatening situation, those situations where you got to do time. Ride or die shouldn't apply to that, okay? I want to speak for myself, because it might be some people like, yo, man, you should go to prison for me. Why am I doing anything that's going to put her in that position to go to prison, first and foremost? That's irresponsible of me to be living that type of life, being I'm supposed to be there for my wife and my child, what have you. That's my situation, okay? So now listen to what she said. This guy didn't want him to leave me and go to jail. This is what low self-esteem looks like on the women's end. Did you hear what you said? And then listen to this. So you can catch how she contradicted herself. And I'm going to play this. I'm going to take this back a bit so you hear this. She said that I didn't want him to go to jail. He didn't do nothing wrong, but he missed court. I know that was wrong. You catch the contradiction. In case you think I'm making this up, hold on. We're going to play it back. Take this right on back because I need this to be heard. Listen to what she's about to say. Young ladies, don't you be in this situation. If it's a fool that you're dealing with, you see he got issues where he just can't stay out of jail. What you want with that? Isn't the whole point of getting a man to women that's got sense? Isn't the whole point of getting a man to get a protector and a provider that can do that on a consistent basis? You can't do that if you locked up behind bars. I'm going to let this play. I want y'all to listen to what she said.
Children, when you were running from the police?
They're in school.
They were in school?
Daycare.
Are you not employed?
I am about to be. I just got a new job. It's really off and on, but I work.
Where do you work?
I'm not employed now. I just quit the dollar store about not even 2 weeks ago. I'm about to start at Hunt's, a restaurant out there where Category 5 was, about to start bartending. So I do work. Me and their dad, that we both work. Every day. We're in their life every day. We take care of them every day.
They just drop them off at daycare and then flee from the police?
Yeah, it's happened, like, honestly, almost just like that. I mean, we dropped him off. I went home, went back to get him from his apartment. Police were behind us. I went to my Mimi's house. We were about to go back home, and the police pulled right into the driveway. He got out and ran. I pulled off. He hopped back in, and I went. And obviously, it was wrong, but it happened so fast. It was like, what in the world, you know? They're behind us. Why haven't they been turning the lights on us? They followed me all the way to my house, pulled in right into my driveway. I was like, it's just a weird situation.
If the police activate their lights, whether it's weird or not, you stop.
I was stopped. I was stopped in my driveway. The problem is I was wrong for starting again.
Why did you flee?
Because I didn't want him to leave me and go to jail. Because he didn't do nothing wrong. He missed court and tried to come. I know that was wrong.
So you have...
Y'all heard what she said, right? And see, this is sad. I'm not even mocking this sister. When she said that, she sounded like a little child. She did. She didn't sound like a grown woman. She sounded like a little child. A little starstruck, puppy-struck child. She really did. She said that she didn't want him to leave her and go to jail. That's what she said, okay? And listen to how she said it, the cadence and the tonality of her voice. See, this is why black fathers are important, and this is why mothers have to be on their job as far as teaching their daughters, that you don't end up in this situation behind no poop-tastic, criminal out here. All the men that you can choose from as a woman, come on now. No, especially if you take care of your reputation, like we discussed earlier in the broadcast. But see, the good brother Project Leroy, he brought up something. I got to read this comment to y'all here. He said it's sad to see at these what these chicks resort to, seeing those females carry bum ninjas around like a purse. Hey, I agree with that 100%. Because see, the homosexual class, that's what they do. They carry them around like a purse. Okay, and like the brother Kermit S. Wingfield said, he said, watch the first 48 reruns. She lucky to still be alive. And sometimes if they can't catch up to Pookie, they catch up to her. Great point, okay? Great point. And see, these are the conversations that if you got teenage daughters, you want to have these conversations with them early. Let them know, hey, man, these little knuckleheads that's out here doing all this stuff, committing crimes. Ask yourself, what's so exciting about risking your freedom, especially for us, talking to my community. For us, as black men and black women in America, they criminalize us for breathing. You don't want to be with some knucklehead that's out here taking penitentiary chances and have you caught up in that nonsense. You got to have them discussions with your children so they don't end up like this. Let it continue.
Messed up your life for a man. That's a yes?
That I'm currently trying to get away from, yeah.
He's the father of your children? That's a yes?
Yeah, both of them.
We have to have a record. That's why he's asking you to
Yes.
speak out loud.
Yep.
There's a napkin there in front of you. Want to wipe your tears. Anything else you want me to consider?
That's it. I'm only 22. My life hasn't even started yet. I've already messed up enough.
Lord have mercy. She only 22 years old. See, family. This is why that sexy red image and sexy red Sukihana, Glorilla, all the rest of them. This is why that's not harmless, man. She's 22 years old. Already got a kid. You ain't married to the dude, and you got Poop Tavius on your arm and it's got you in a courtroom. It's not harmless, man. It's not. So if you're a young sister, listen to the sound of my voice. Listen to what you want, have fun or whatever, but you better not go out here and try to emulate that BS that you hear on these damn songs. Because see, Sexy Red, Glorilla, and Sukihana, they got bread. They're going to be all right. At least until the corporate structure is finished using them. Because see, I'm not saying that with any joy. Watch how those situations end. I'm telling you, them three names particular, Glorilla, Sexy Red, Sukihana, watch how their story end. I'm not saying it with any joy. It's going to be tragic. Y'all going to remember this broadcast like GPS called it. And again, I don't take no pleasure in it, but I already know where it's going. It ain't going to have a happy ending. Let it continue.
Well, being 22 means that you're an adult.
Yep.
And that you are old enough to understand that your actions have consequences. I've sentenced people to prison that are a lot younger than 22. In fact, I believe I told you last time, someone with the same charge, high speed, reckless, running from the police in Port St. Joe, he's younger than you, I believe, is in prison. I can't excuse your conduct simply because it was on behalf of your child's father. It's a serious case. You're going to be adjudicated guilty of count 1, fleeing or attempting to elude, high speed, reckless. That's a second-degree felony. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sentence you to 18 months prison.
No, please don't.
I'm going to suspend that sentence. Listen to me. Pick your head up.
Listen to what he's saying.
Now, let me pause it right here because, see, I see the good brother, Still Kevin Trees. He caught that, and I think a lot of you probably caught it as well. The judge said, I think I told you last time. Now, if you didn't learn your lesson that time and now you back in a situation, look, and chances are it was probably because of the same dude here. Let me tell you, young lady, something. The first time that you dealing with a dude and you into like some type of legal situation and it's not something where the race soldier just picking you out just to harass you, but it's something stupid that he did and you happen to live through that, you better get your ignorant ass up and leave that dude alone. I'm going to tell you fellas something, because see, the flip side of this for some of these dudes out here, hey man, listen, you got some of these thug-tastic chicks out here. I'm going to tell you right now, baby girl, shit, just speaking for myself. If you one of these chicks out here, man, you want to come out here and, you trying to live the thug life and all that, I can't do that with you, baby. You're not finna get me locked up behind something that you did. I love my freedom. I love being able to get on a plane and go anywhere in the world when I want to. I love not having them folks in my business, okay, for something stupid. No, I ain't gonna if I'm gonna get a record behind something, it's gonna be behind protecting my family or something like that, not something stupid. So, these chicks, and look, I got to say it, a lot of people don't like it. Usually it's the chicks that you got to be in the club all the time, you're drunk, high all over the place, you got a shit ton of tattoos everywhere that come with a certain lifestyle. I don't care how mad anybody get. This is why when I see them things, I'm like, oh, time to go in the other direction. But some of y'all be like, hey man, yeah, boy, I like that. Okay, all right. Because see, for you brothers that deal with them chicks like that, a grimy chick that's into that lifestyle, she like hang around a bunch of other grimy dudes. If she don't have them set you up, she gonna be around them doing something stupid, and that's gonna eventually fall on your doorstep. Take them risks you want to, talking about you got a fair air though. But see, back to this situation here, I want you to see what the judge is about to say to her, because I don't lie to you, man. I hate to see this, and I hope she actually, catch a snap from this and get away from Pootastic. If not, next time, hey, he gonna throw the book at you. I'm gonna let this continue.
Your head up, Miss Fed. Miss Fed, listen to me.
You turned your ears off, Miss Fed. Listen to him.
I know.
He suspended the sentence.
Ms. Fed, pick your head up, ma'am. I'm going to suspend the sentence, okay? Do you understand that? If you're shaking your head, no. What that means is I'm suspending the sentence, or I'm going to probate the sentence. So you're going to be placed on probation. And so long as you satisfy the terms and conditions of probation that I'm going to impose, you won't go to prison. If you violate your probation and the state can prove that you violate your probation and the state can prove that you violate your probation, you're going to prison. So I'm going to give you this chance that you told me you wanted. You said you're changing. You said you've grown up. You've had a change of heart.
Yes.
I'm going to take you at your word. So I'm going to sentence you to 18 months prison. I'm going to suspend that sentence. You're going to be placed on 5 years probation. Okay? You'll have court costs and fines, and I'll give you that amount in just a few moments. You have 100 hours of public service work. Your cost of supervision will be $20 per month. You must enter and complete a defensive driving school. You must also complete 6 consecutive weekends in the Gulf County Jail. That's starting today, okay?
What is that, just weekends?
Yes, so starting today at 5 p.m. until Sunday at 5 p.m. And that's Eastern time. You're going to be in jail. So get your sister, your mom, your grandma to watch the babies over the weekend because you're going to be in jail. So you got 6 consecutive weekends in the Gulf County Jail. Once you leave the Gulf County Jail, you're going to have 6 months of community control.
Let me tell you.
Now, before Brother Phil actually breaks this down, because this is going to be very important that y'all should take notes on and talk to your kids about if you hadn't already. She actually caught a hell of a break. I'm going to tell you why. Because, see, when you can go and look at the data on this. This is my opinion. When it comes to the men, those sentences don't get suspended like that. Oh, no. If it whatever's on the books, they finna serve it up to you. And fellas, y'all know they gonna put pancakes on top of it. They were like, oh, let me see what else we can put on top of you. It's the women in the society that get the breaks, okay? Especially if you're a Becky. So she really got lucky being that she's a sister. You know, because look, I'm gonna tell you, if you're a black male inside, you don't get no suspended sentence. Boy, look, you better have a hell of an attorney, boy, to work out a deal for you. That's the only way we get them. It looked like she probably had a public defender up there. You know, she broke down when just the thought of them 18 months. So hopefully that will scare her into making better choices. Because see, I'm gonna tell you something. Even though that's an ideal outcome, then been doing the 18 months in prison, 5 years probation, that's not a cakewalk. Because if you violate that probation, guess what's gonna happen? That suspended sentence is gonna be activated, and in you go. You understand? But see, I want y'all to listen to what Brother Phil's about to say about this. Because see, look, man, you got to make sure you get to your daughters early so they don't be in her situation. Let's let this play.
You something, black women in the community, and I'm not saying all black women I'm talking about only those that meet what I'm about to say. It's something I think should be studied by our analytical people in the community, our researchers in the community, that it is a good portion of y'all that like the danger and like the excitement of Pookie and Ray Ray. Y'all have no problem giving your womb to him, even though you know he's committing crimes or definitely criminal behavior. Many of you, have taken charges. Many of you, are sitting in prison right now. Maybe you are on the phone in prison watching this video. And if you are in prison watching this video as a woman, and you probably laid up many days and say, that was so stupid. I had a chance to go to college. I had a chance to, live my dream. And now I'm sitting up every day in this prison cell behind a man that wasn't even worth it. Or I'm not even seeing my child grow up because it wasn't even worth it. The thing is, we got to help our younger generation of young women to say, don't throw your life away for some old thug dude. Don't do that. Let me tell you something. You want a man that's going to not only keep you out of trouble, but also keeping you safe at the same time. And I know the good job having brothers aren't exciting in this community until they get much older and they age out. I understand that, right? And the problem is, in this particular community, it hasn't been like really, really beat into the head of our young women that, hey, you need to get the good job having dudes, okay? Because what happens is, and a lot of times they get upset by this, but it's a reality. When you have them good job having, good business having dudes, and they start off young, what happens is women of other communities, they swoop right on in and get those men because they have been trained to go after men like that. They have. So when they see you leaving these brothers out here by themselves and they keep getting turned down over and over and over and over and over, right? You leaving him in the wind, he want love too. You don't hear men saying, I don't need no woman. Men don't talk that way. Oh no, we need women. We need them. We're not stupid. They'll be making a dumb statement like that. We don't need women. Now, a man may say, I don't want to deal with no American woman. And they may say why they don't want to deal with American women, but they still want a woman. You understand? Men still want a family of their own. Men still want their own children. Men want that. And that's an honorable thing to have. But the Pookie and Ray Ray thing, y'all need to abandon that. Listen, if you women as a collective would abandon that Pookie and Ray Ray ideology and thinking that's cool to be with and lay up with or whatever, like how many black women have lost their lives behind Pookie and Ray Ray that they fooling with, catching bullets for something they didn't do anything.
Let me stop and touch on what Brother Phil is saying here, because that's the very important part that he brought up right there. Losing your life behind keeping bad company for men and women. But in this context, we're talking about the ladies. There have unfortunately been many situations where some of these chicks will go get, the Pootastic Voyage guys. He got a car. He got enemies. You get to drive in his car, and you in there, and they see the car. They're like, oh, there you go right there. They don't know it's not him driving it. You in there, and it's on site. And now you've made the news, unfortunately, in the worst way possible. See, you look. One of the things about youth, and this applies to young men and young women, because we've all been young. I've been young. Everybody in this chat room is grown. You've been a young person. The fatal flaw of youth, a lot of times, they think they're invincible because they think, okay, nothing can happen to me. Oh, that's not going to happen. Oh, that could never be me. But unfortunately, yes, life will bring you the problems that you go out and seek. Unforeseen occurrence befalls everybody, but it's one thing for you to go and tempt fate and look for disadvantageous situations or things that could put your life in danger, okay? So you don't want to be that person. Those images that he was showing, the kind of Pootastic guys that's out there, let me tell you something. If a dude got all day to just stand around in front of a damn store or hang out, dude, what you gonna do with that? What do you even want that for? Because, see, I get it. A lot of chicks choose the homosexual because, like I see it, he don't have a place to stay, don't have his own car. This is a man that got to depend on me. I'm in charge. Okay. Sometimes they come with all the wrong things too, like we saw earlier in the broadcast. Okay. So please make wise decisions. A man's job is to be a consistent provider and protector. And a part of that is living a lifestyle that keeps you and him out of trouble. Can't build a future with a dude that's in and out of damn prison. So let it continue.
Some of our children in the community have lost their lives behind that, dealing with Pookie. All I'm saying is this woman got a break from the judge because he could have sentenced her at least 5 years or more. He could have. The bad part about this situation is that she got a felony. And when you get a felony, in a lot of instances, you can't vote. You can't, practice your Second Amendment rights. You can't stay. A lot of apartment complexes won't let you get an apartment because you got a felony. It's like all that. She done made her life difficult behind that dude because I didn't want him to go to jail. Look, if he done something to go to jail, his behind should have went to court like he was supposed to. It's just that simple. Don't mess up your life for no dude. Get you a good man that's trying to do what's right, that's staying out of trouble. Forget with them little. If you got a bunch of little women you hanging around saying, girl, what you want to be with him for? You can be with John Quavius over there. Shoot, he a drug dealer. He a scammer. He's whatever. You need to leave them friends ASAP because they don't mean you no good.
Stands beside they.
Brother Phil was absolutely correct on that, 1,000%. So I hope that those listening caught that message, okay? Because look, you can let it go in one end out the other, and you'll be in that situation that young 22-year-old sister is in, unfortunately, okay? So I hope that whatever happened with that, I hope she done got herself on the right track and start making some better decisions, because sometimes you don't get a chance to even go to a courtroom. Excuse me. Sometimes you don't even get a chance to go to a courtroom to get a break. Sometimes it could be fatal, and that's what I hate. But see, I got to show you one more thing here before we wrap up. This mindset right here that a lot of them tend to have, like, you know, the goofball that, I don't like you no more. Early in the broadcast, boy, that goofy ass voice. I might have to make a sound out of that. Boy, because look, let me tell y'all something. Some of the sound bites and stuff that I have, they come from some of the live broadcasts. I'm like, oh yeah, that'll make a good one. I don't like you anymore, that goofy ass. I think I'm going to clip that and make a sound bite out of it. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to have to. But that mindset right here that y'all about to listen to, I'm going to play this. And I want you to think about this now, because, see, you can choose to have this mindset. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, when God sends you his children, men or women, and their quality, and you mistreat them, or you don't recognize the blessing that came your way, you're not going to get another one. I want you to consider this food for thought.
People not in front, because if you're not standing there beside them, you got to turn around. Nobody should be left behind. So we can lead together arm in arm, but I'm not finna submit. You don't get to say so of everything that's going on, because people are ignorant. In general, it don't matter. It's not gender specific. So no. It don't work like that for me. Like, submitting is like there's got to be a dominance in order to submit. So I'm not into them type of roles. Like, ladies, that's cute. That's cute. You know what I'm saying? It's cute, but it got to definitely be.
Okay, come on, Nietzsche. Talk about it. I can go now. Go ahead. I think there's only one person that got a wedding ring on their ring finger. And hold on, man. I'll let you talk that bullshit for 5 minutes. There's only one person. There's only one person that got a wedding ring on their finger, and it's quite big. So I know that you are a spiritually gifted young lady. I'm gonna go to the word for you, since you got your own synopsis of how this shit's supposed to go.
Go ahead.
Ephesians 22 through 33. Wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord. Come on. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church. Hallelujah. His body, of which he is the Savior. Amen. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. So, baby, I understand you got your own synopsis, but you can't argue with God.
Hey, big boy is funny, but he tried to give us some wisdom, because, hey, that's in the word, and he's right about that, okay? There's structure and there's order, because those are the things that will protect you in a family situation when people are operating at their natural God-given roles, the men and the women. That's where you get the opposite of dysfunction. You get function, and you get empowerment, and Lord knows that's what we need, okay? So thank you very much to everybody that joined us over here. We had a few laughs, but we learned some things as usual. And I want to make sure that I remind you all. Excuse me, let me get a swig of this water. Hold tight just a second. I want to make sure that I remind you all that if you subscribe to the Patreon, because I be seeing a lot of times we go live over there. Got a lot of people subscribe. But I think that a lot of people that are in the free section, they think that the live broadcasts are free. We don't do the live broadcast free over there. You have to be in the paid member tier to get the live broadcast, okay? So with that said, family, I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for contributing to the broadcast. Hope everybody learned something from it. We're going to have a very educational broadcast coming up next year. Y'all going to get a lot out of the next one coming up. So make sure you check the live tab and hit the reminder and notification. And if for some reason you don't get your notification, always check the community tab of this channel. So far, they hadn't shadow banned that. I always check the community tab. If you follow me on X, I'll post over there when I'm going to go live. And I also post on my Instagram stories when I'm going to go live in advance as well. So with that said, salute to everybody. Black first to everybody. Love yourselves. Respect yourselves. Black first. And I will see you all in future content.
It's the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and we still have a lot of discrepancies as far as the origins of hip hop, a lot of claims, who did what, who was the first this, who was the this and that, and such and such. But at the end of the day, we need a definitive story, all right? And that story can only be told by the founders of this culture.
Like everything was being driven and influenced by young, Black, American culture. Like the slang, the style of dress, the initial music that we chose.
Look at all the boroughs. You got, money making Manhattan and money earning Mount Vernon and Crooklyn. The Bronx was the boogie down Bronx. We was partying up there.
I am Coke LaRock, the first MC of hip hop. First cat to pick the mic up.
I introduced rapping to the turntable because when I came with it, nobody in the world was doing it. I'm right after Rudy Ray Moore.
They want to come in the mix. They want to say, we started. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What came to be known as hip hop was solely an African-American creation.
What would you get out of some Jamaican toast? What is that? I've never heard of a rapper use a Jamaican toast or a Jamaican fleur as a rhyme. I never heard of it, and I don't know where that myth came from.
My name is legendary King Trixie from the Bronx, BX from the West Side. I am the first breakdancer.
That narrative that hip-hop has had 3 founding fathers, that's been rolling for the last almost 30 years, which isn't true. You don't have just 3 people who created hip-hop. Hip-hop was created by a number of different people.
I am the grandfather, the godfather of the graffiti culture. I am the first element of hip-hop.
The roots of hip-hop being Jamaican, absolutely false.
My name is MC Sha-Rock. I am a founding member of the MC/rap culture.
Cassette tapes was the internet of our time. It just traveled around by hand.
Well, I know for a fact that the B-Boy stand started from the guards, the 5%ers that would be at the jams back in the days who were acting as security.
If they get the real truth of how it all was created, then so many lies would not be able to be in existence.